The Heidelberg Catechism is a significant Protestant confession of faith that was composed in 1563 in Heidelberg, Germany. It was written primarily by Zacharias Ursinus and Caspar Olevianus, with the guidance of Frederick III, the Elector Palatine. The Catechism was intended to serve as a comprehensive summary of Christian doctrine and a guide for teaching the Reformed faith to both clergy and laity. Here are some key background details and main characteristics of the Heidelberg Catechism. Historical context. The Catechism was produced during the Protestant Reformation, a time of theological and ecclesiastical changes in Europe. It emerged within the Reformed tradition, specifically in the context of the Palatinate region of Germany. Structure and format. The Heidelberg Catechism is divided into 52 sections or Lord's Days, which were meant to correspond to the number of weeks in a year. Each Lord's Day is further divided into questions and answers, making it accessible for teaching and memorization. Three-part structure. The Catechism is organized into three main sections that follow a traditional pattern of the early Christian creeds: guilt, grace, and gratitude. These sections cover the topics of human sin and misery, the redemption found in Jesus Christ, and the Christian life of gratitude and obedience. Personal and pastoral tone. The Heidelberg Catechism adopts a conversational style, with a pastoral emphasis on the individual's personal relationship with God. It seeks to address the needs and concerns of the reader, offering comfort, assurance, and guidance. Clear and accessible language. The Catechism was written in a clear and straightforward manner, using simple language to communicate complex theological concepts. Its aim was to make the teachings of the Reformed faith understandable to people of all ages and educational backgrounds. Emphasis on God's covenant. The Heidelberg Catechism highlights the concept of God's covenant with His people throughout history. It underscores the believer's assurance of salvation, emphasizing that salvation is based on God's faithfulness to His covenant promises rather than human merit. Influences and sources. The Catechism draws from various sources, including the works of Martin Luther, John Calvin, and earlier Reformed confessions. It incorporates elements of the Augsburg Confession, the Belgic Confession, and Luther's Small Catechism, while presenting a distinct Reformed perspective. Ecumenical impact. The Heidelberg Catechism gained widespread acceptance within the Reformed tradition and became one of the most influential confessions of the Protestant Reformation. It has been adopted by Reformed churches around the world and continues to be used as a teaching tool and statement of faith. The Heidelberg Catechism remains an important document in Reformed theology, serving as a guide for instruction, a statement of faith, and a source of spiritual encouragement for believers. Its enduring influence and emphasis on the essentials of the Christian faith have made it a treasured confession within the Protestant tradition.